It's time for the third T20I here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. And India would be looking to take an unassailable 3-0 lead, while Bangladesh will be trying their best to ensure they get their first win on the board.
Match referee Niyamur Rashid Rahul, along with the two captains, all in readiness for the toss. Jyoti flipping the coin. Harmanpreet Kaur called heads. And it is the heads. What are you going to do?
We're going to ball first.
Reasons being?
Weather is the reason, and the pitch is also looking good. It's a new pitch, so hopefully, we'll achieve all our targets.
All right, wish you all the best for the match.
Thank you.
Jyoti, well, what would you have done if you won the toss?
We would like to bowl for definitely seeing this condition. I think the forecast saying like maybe our bowler will get some movement initially, but still I think we have a very good knock by the batters from the last game. But if you want to, we are going with the same plan and trying to get ourselves there, hanging there and try to get some partnership, we will definitely reach 130 plus run.
All right, wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
All right, so the news from the middle is that India have won the toss and decided to have a bowl first.
Unchanged, India have decided they'll have a shy with the ball, and both the batters and bowlers will have to contend with the overcast conditions. Bangladesh have opted for one change in their playing 11. Sharifa Khatun batting services today as well. India have looked quite the watertight unit so far in the two T20Is. Their spinners have been on the money, led by Radha Yadav in her allocated 4 overs in the second. But the hope for fans of both teams would be to see an uninterrupted full match. Murshida Khatun, on her part, will be hoping to continuing with a good form that she showcased in that second T20I, batting for 19.1 overs, scoring 46 runs. She will be joined by Dilara Akhtar at the top. Bowling combination, Harmanpreet Kaur puts up a good performance today after being thumped all around in her 4 overs, giving away 40 runs. She did hit a couple of 4s up top in the second T20I, looking very, very confident in that game. Renuka Singh Thakur will for play to begin. Renuka Singh Thakur versus Dilara Akhtar Dola. Pitch is on a good length, driven towards the fielder at point, and Radha Yadav, as usual, is effective at that position.
Time, experienced Campinan flicks it off the pads for 4, backward of square by Dilara Akhtar. Beautiful stroke there, very confidently flicked it off her pads. The first boundary for Bangladesh.
Swiveled nicely to pick that back of length delivery up and made sure there was enough power injected into the shot for the ball to race away to the boundary. There was a fielder.
Pooja Vasakar once again pulls it through mid-wicket, backward of mid-wicket, and going for the 3rd run. That was a short pitch delivery and well connected by Dilara Akhtar.
Looked like a sprint test between those 3 fielders converging on that ball. Shefali Verma, Sajeevan Sajana and Renuka Singh did not eventually race to the rope all the way. But a good start, an intentful start from Dilara Akhtar nonetheless. And after 2 overs, Bangladesh are 12.
Cuts beautifully all along the ground. 4 runs through point, deep point. So that's a magnificent shot by Dilara Akhtar. Ball pitch shot and deserved, and got the treatment it deserved.
Just what the doctor did not order. Call it commentator's curse or whatever you will. But that was from the right-hander. Dilara Akhtar lunged forward. Was something of a square drive.
It was a square drive, in fact.
Renuka would be disappointed after keeping a leash on the batters.
sweeps and sweeps well, and that's going to be 4 runs backward of square. That's a magnificent shot by Dilara Akhtar.
Superbly pulled and beats the fielder, Radha Yadav. Had pulled it fine enough to be out of reach of Radha Yadav by the right-hander. Harmanpreet Kaur immediately walks up to Deepti Sharma to have a bit of a chat with her premier all-rounder in the side. The Bangladesh openers have kept the Indian bowlers guessing, and it reflects in the scoring rate.
Shot and hooked backward of square for 4. That's a magnificent shot from a very confident Dilara Akhtar. Pooja Vastragar trying to pitch it short, trying to bowl a bouncer which she thought would unnerve the batter, but she was equal to the task and hooked it.
Powerfully pulled by Dilara Akhtar. Great balance eventually.
Dilara Akhtar tries to hoik it over long on, and a catch dropped there by Harmanpreet Kaur. Lucky reprieve for the Bangladeshi batter. Only her 6th. She's made a debut in Napier, scored 27, which was the highest against Australia in Meerpur. Has surpassed that score. Looking good, looking aggressive. Lucky on that occasion.
And very unusually, it's the second successive drop in as many matches for Harmanpreet Kaur, who is usually very safe in that position. Second T20I. This time around, tries to go for another pull, misses it. Will pick up a leg by. Oh, there was a chance of a run out. What are the Bangladeshi batters doing? Lack of attention and focus, Dilara. Shriyanka Patil was alert to the opportunity. She had a shy at the non-striker's end. It would have been curtains for Dilara. Miscommunication between Murshida Khatun and Dilara Akhtar. They got the single quite easily. Dilara apparently wanted a couple. Her bat fell after that collision with Pooja Vastrakar, and she did not even try to make her ground back.
Pulls it again, goes aerial. Dive in from Sajna, but dropped. Dilara on this occasion comes back for the second. This is the second chance that she has got. Dilara Akhtar.
Sajeevan Sajna was herring the mid-wicket region. Went full stretch with that dive. Perhaps got both her hands to it. But there was enough power in the ball for it to burst through her fingers. A good effort nonetheless, but
down the wicket, in the air. It's a free hit now, run out. I think that is a run out. Deepti Sharma, if I'm not wrong, was the fielder there. Good presence of mind. It was hit in the air, catch taken. But remember, this was a free hit, so catch will not count. But good presence of mind to throw the ball back to the wicketkeeper quickly. And, well, while it could have been Dilara, I think it's Murshida who's making the long walk back.
Do not take on the arm of Deepti Sharma. It should be put down in the cricketing copybook, because it was the arm that impressed a certain Hemlata Kala when she was early in her teens, and it started her cricketing journey. And here she is getting that breakthrough, that arm, that golden arm of Deepti Sharma's, effecting the run out. Great, a wicket off a no ball, and it has been adjudged run out, make the first inroads.
Inside edge, gone through the legs of Richa Ghosh, the wicketkeeper. Should be a boundary, it is.
Dilara tried to whack again. This time inside is Lucky, and 4 runs behind the wicketkeeper. She's very good. She's doing so well so far in the leg side. Can say the bottom hand dominant player.
It did not go to the pitch of the ball. Lucky for her, the inside edge did not lead onto the stumps. But fortune favors the brave. Change of pace. Loud appeal from Richa Ghosh and the bowler also. The question is it given? I think the batter's already walking. Dilara Akhtar is already walking. So there was something. This is smart bowling, clever bowling from Renuka Singh Thakur off the gloves. But good presence of mind and a very good catch taken by Richa Ghosh behind the stumps. Dilara Akhtar. Full. Goes straight and away from the fielder at long on, but did not time it as well as she'd prefer to, but they'll still scamper for two and get it successfully.
Yeah, little bit flight on the ball. Jyoti used the feet very well, read the ball very well, coming down, and she saw an off fielder over there, and yeah, she scored 2 runs this time.
And above all, she placed it nicely. Presence of mind that there was no field.
Ambles bowls, comes down the wicket and plays it through extra cover, takes the aerial route. Magnificent shot for 4.
Well, it was about time. Something had to give. Shriyanka Patil being brought back on for a second over. Premeditated, one could say, using her feet, couple of steps forward and converting it into a half volley. And through deep extra cover for 4. Good attacking stroke from Shubhana.
That was an elegant stroke, no doubt. Tries to half flick, half pull, should get 2 in the process. No, it was quick retrieve from the fielder from deep, fine leg. And that's the end of the over. 79 for 2. Shriyanka Patil bowls it. It was a little bit of a misdirected ball. It was the ball going a bit outside from the middle stump, going towards the leg stump, flicks it. That's what the captain expects from the bowler. And the young Shriyanka Patil is obliging because she is bowling right to the fielders placed for her bowling.
That's a quick
single. Run out which has been requested by the bat. Looks as if it hasn't and has been given out, and I think it's going to be with plenty of overs. That was a pull attempted, given out, but the ball going straight to the pads. The batsman, I don't think will think about trudging down back to the pavilion. Fahima Khatun unfortunately was out first ball even the last match. The ball going straight to the wicket. The umpire had absolutely no hesitation. Radha Yadav was another bowler who impressed in the last 2 matches. Nigar Sultana pulls it through mid-wicket only for a single. Radha Yadav, left arm spinner, taking 3 wickets in the last match that they played here.
When you're the side's premier batter, why wouldn't you bat in a position as important as number 3?
They put pressure on the fielder. Sajna Sajeevan on the offside in the deep. And it was actually Jyoti's call to come back for the second.
And that is what you would expect of the senior and experienced campaigner. Ensure they converted that.
In the air. But no one inside the circle on the onside except for that short fine leg fielder will allow a single. So that's what you got to do when the boundaries are not hard to come by. Make sure you rotate this. Big swing. Didn't connect it properly. Yeah, so 101 now. 2 more overs to go after this. So if they're at least looking for 125. Comes down the wicket, goes straight, mid-off inside the circle, clears the fielder, her counterpart. And Dipti Sharma, as the ball wins the race. Much needed boundary for Bangladesh.
That will do it. That will certainly help. Good use of the feet, good enterprise, well timed, injected enough muscle. Evaded Harmanpreet Kaur at mid-off, and Deepti Sharma, who sprinted from long on. Bangladesh need more of that intent in these final few overs.
Goes aerial, offside, no fielder there. Good chase, relay fielding as the batters come back for the second. Her father is from Shawar, Nigar Sultana Jyoti speaking of her, but she grew up with her maternal grandparents, with her mother in Sherpur.
She's played a key role in ensuring Bangladesh got past the 3-digit score. An LBW appeal from Radha Yadav, and it's given. The Bangladesh captain has to depart, and it is Radha Yadav who has struck again in her final over of the innings. Nigar did try to come down the track perhaps, but had to pay the price for it. Slightly higher, but doesn't matter. She's making the long walk back to the dugout.
Oh, came down the wicket, and Radha Yadav cleans her up. Sharifa, the sole change in this lineup for Bangladesh today, was looking to hit a big one, but missed it altogether.
One brings two, and Sharifa Khatun has to depart for a duck. Top of it took, and Radha Yadav has a double wicket over to her name, as she had in the second T20I, was on a hat-trick.
Takes a step forward. Oh, gone through the hands, but it sounded sweet of the bat to end Radha Yadav's over. Bangladesh move on to 100.
I would listen to that crack of the bat every single day of the week instead of Hans Zimmer. Was it Smriti Mandhana who went for the catch? Yes, it was indeed jersey number 18, but couldn't hold on to it. Probably got just...
Pooja Vastakar. Short, in the air. Top edge. Richa Ghosh does the rest as Bangladesh lose another one. 7th wicket this time.
Safe hands from Richa Ghosh, the wicket-keeper. The call was loud and clear and early. She alerted the fielders on the offside in the infield that the catch was hers for the taking, and ensured she got underneath it just in time and pouched it safely to give Pooja Vastakar her first wicket of the match. Bangladesh managed just 119 in the previous game, and here they run the risk of posting.
It's coming forward, well-directed Yorker. More of a toe crusher, but somehow managed an inside edge and a single.
Nicely darted into the block hole, followed the batter who was backing away.
Full again. That is nicely timed by Rabia. Superb effort from Smriti Mandhana. She's still looking for the ball. Looking to come back for the third. Bit of a confusion. They probably would have made it. But what a stroke. In the process of running, she dropped her bat, but no shortage of commitment.
Yeah, there would be a replay of that to see if there was any contact with Mandhana's body and the rope and the ball. There wasn't. And Mandhana was a tad confused as to where the ball had been while she had made and effected that stop. Very good effort from the India vice captain
of the innings. Yorker, outside edge. Deep third is in position. Looking to come back for the second is Nahida, and will give away her wicket in the process. Had to go for that for the team. Make it 117, as only a single will count of the 20 overs for the loss of 7 wickets for Bangladesh.
A run out was the mode of dismissal through which Bangladesh lost their first wicket of the innings, and it is a run out that closes out the innings for the hosts. after they lost the toss, and Harmanpreet Kaur, the India skipper, put them in. Third dismissal in the innings. Second T20I. After some enterprising knocks, as has been the theme of their batting performance so far in these 3 games of the 5 T20I series.
And the next double-figure score came from the number 4, Shobhana Mustari, 15 of 20. All the rest
all getting themselves on the wickets column, as did Radha Yadav. The pick of the bowlers. Time to head to the sidelines.
She faced 15 deliveries in the previous match, scored 19. But Radha, 2 wickets. Shriyanka and Renuka, wickets apiece. Bangladesh 117 for 8. India women need 118 runs to win this match and win the series also. We'll be back in about 5 minutes' time, approximately, with the run chase. Make the series their own. Can Bangladesh defend it? Will be the question. Smriti Mandhana, class batter, plenty of experience, along with Shefali Verma, who can strike the ball.
Mandhana and Verma are just 16 runs short of 2,000 runs as an opening pair, averaging 31.49.
Marufa beginning the proceedings from the grandstand end and starts off with a peach of a delivery. New ball, pitch it up outside the off stump, bit of movement. There is a slip in position also. Just each and every time. 2 slips in positions, but wayward bowling onto the pads of the foot, of the leg, will go for 4. First boundary in this India innings.
That would have been a cracker of a delivery to the right-hander, but here Mandhana was on strike, strayed down the leg side and had to pay the price for it. An easy leg lance for the veteran and after the first over, the visitors are 6 for no loss. It has often been said that as well.
Oh, what a stroke. That is beautifully hit straight downtown. And 1 bounce for 4.
Hemalata can remain padded up for now because here is Shefali Verma bringing out an exquisite, holds the pose. Elegant, exquisite.
There to be hit, but executed. Again, not hesitant to come forward. Oh, crisp timing. That raced away off the bat of Shefali Verma. 4 runs.
Such strong wrist work on display from Verma. Flicked into the leg side. And the fielder, Nahida Akhtar, had no answer whatsoever. Those wrists are made in Haryana, mind you. Her father used to make her.
Oh, what a good looking cover drive. Was aerial, but doesn't matter because it was away from that fielder. Crunched it through covers for 4. Smriti Mandhana ends the 3rd over, 26 for no loss.
Take a picture of that and hang it up on your walls, dear Mandhanas in Sangli. Exquisite drive, dropped on the back foot. Vintage Smith.
Flighted delivery, taken full advantage of. Nicely pierced the gap between those 5 fielders on the offside and 2 to be precise around the cover region. Result, 4 runs.
Shefali once again showing her class. Reached the ball very well and into the gap, 4 runs.
Yeah. It was a lower full toss. Not sure if I replace Sultana. Something out of it. Goes aerial. That's hit hard again. 1 bounce for 4. Second boundary of the over.
Bowler has no answer this time again. But if you saw the fielding setup.
Took pace off. Sweep deployed. Away from that fielder. From deep mid-wicket. Ball defeats Rabia and gets to the boundary. Make it 3 boundaries of the Sharifa over. 12 runs of it. 4 overs done with. 38 for no loss.
Sharifa surely wanted to forget this over. That's a very big over for India, Team India. Reached the ball very well, suited lunges. And
she does. On cue. 1 bounce. Second one outside the boundary. 4 runs.
Fuller delivery. Tishna and Sriti just open his face and over the mid off.
Yeah, to the pitch of the ball. It was full again in the slot. So they're asking.
Continue from the press box end. Flighted outside off stump and will get an edge. It races away to the boundary, does it? Yes, it does. Another boundary added to the name of Shefali Verma, who motors on and reaches 34 of this 21 balls.
She really wanted to give it a whack. She steps outside the off stump, making room. An inside out kind of a shot, gets the outside edge and trickles down to the third man for 4. Nahida Akhtar, beautifully played. Just look at the manner in which she has played it and executed it through covers. A dream of a shot. A connoisseur's delight there by Shefali Verma.
Placement and precision absolutely on point from Verma there. Bisected to the field with a plumb. And when Shefali Verma is hitting like that, the best place to be is the non-striker's end.
Well, they seem to be running away with the game. Once again, Shefali Verma hits it over the top of the long-off fielder for 4.
There are an estimated 650 muscles in the human body. And with that stroke, Shefali Verma put each one of them to great use.
She doesn't take her follow-through all the way. It's halfway between that. There you see. And supple riffs as you can make out from all the shots that she's been playing. Sweeps and just about manages to get the middle of the bat, but not with any kind of a force, only for a single at fine leg, short fine leg rather.
Floated outside the off stump, and Verma will pick up another single. Ishtiaq, it doesn't seem like facing them.
Sweeps on that occasion. Sriti Mandana to deep backward square leg for just a very comfortably ambled single. Yes, and I think
down the leg side, and Mandana will get enough bat with that sweep of hers to collect another boundary in the fine leg region.
That was misdirected. That was a ball to be hit. Sriti Mandana had no hesitation in literally sweeping off for 4 through fine leg. And all she had to do is just help it along the way for 4 through fine leg. Here you see Bandana, not the least bit.
To seal the series, outside off and cut it past the fielder at cover, but keeps it to a single. The point fielder who ran all the way towards the sweeper cover position. A superb shot there by the left-hander Mandana. Hit it clean, hit it big, and off it went for a majestic 6.
That was a very elegant looking shot. Just look at the way she eyes right on the ball, coming down elegantly, taking the aerial route over the long on fielder for 6.
The boundaries measure 60 meters on all sides. Her knock has had everything. What a superb take was that from the bowler. A one-handed return catch from media pacer Ritu Moni. And an antithetical sort of a dismissal against the run of play for Verma, isn't that, Shamunai?
Absolutely. Bowl straight, hit straight, but she's taken a blinder of the right hand, single-handed catch, and follow through was the other way. She had to adjust and then dive to her right. A blistering knock by Shefali Verma, 51 of 38, striking at 134. Just helped it on its way, and just inches away from the boundary rope. Will be 4 as signaled by Rabia Khan.
Exploiting the vacant region in the fine leg. A welcome one for the veteran India left-hander.
Goes all the way in the air. There is a fielder. 2 miles. Second time takes the catch. Does Fahima. It almost popped out. We mentioned the squeeze of runs. The speed breakers were deployed. Had to go for a shot. Mandhana went in the air only to find the fielder who managed well finally.
Just she need to play this shot in this occasion.
Well, one could question that without a doubt. But as we mentioned, since the fall of that wicket in the 13th over, the tempo was sort of brought down. So maybe she was looking for that pressure release. Very good innings by Smriti Mandhana, 47 of 42. Oh, that could be a good shout. Given! She's got the third wicket, Rabia. Question will be, is it a little too late? But it's the wicket of Dayalan Hemalata, who's the player of the match in the previous innings. Was the wrong one? Just wait and confirm. It's straightened. It's straightened. Just straightened enough. And the umpire thinks it would have gone on to hit the leg stump. Looked like it. Hemalata goes for 9.
To seal the series for India.
Well, honestly, you're giving Bangladesh a little bit more credit than the team deserves. Well, they're making them play till the 20th over, but at no stage did it look like as if it's going to be an exciting or a fight. They would finish in between 15 overs.
Flighted into the middle stump, launched forward and defended diligently by Harmanpreet. The credit, to be honest, goes to Ritu Moni. Floated around off. Harmanpreet takes this on the full. Doesn't middle it. Will only pick up a single. Would do well to remember that.
Goes off the back foot only for a single, taking India after the 18th over, 215 for only 3 wickets.
Seedings in this third T20I. A back foot punch from Richa Ghosh. Will it go all the way to the boundary? It doesn't. Finds Marufa Akhtar once again. That young woman has sprinted. A superb run out as well. And you've got to give credit. The result have been had they had an additional 20 runs or so on the board. The TV umpire is having a look if the first run was completed by the batters, it looks like. Dotted outside off, will bisect the fielders and it will run away for a 4. And it is the young Richa Ghosh who hits the winning runs and takes India home as the visitors seal the series and take an unassailable 3-0 lead in this 5 T20I assignment.
Very dominant Indian side, Shefali Verma and Smriti Mandhana. Even if Bangladesh had the 20 runs, as you mentioned a while back, still would have fallen short. I think a score of 140, 150 would probably have been a better score for Bangladesh to defend. For batsmen, the kind of marauding mood that they were both in, Shefali Verma and Smriti Mandhana literally walked away with the match. And that the last shot of the day, the winning score, Richa Ghosh front foot square slashes it for 4.
A 4 in the offside is how Richa Ghosh had finished WPL season 2024, and here too she replicates that in the third T20I. A lot of drama in this game. Run-outs, missed chances, missed opportunities who come out on the winning side. They are the winners of this 5 T20I series.
Bangladesh, on the other hand, can take heart from the 3 matches that they've played. They've showed positive signs from each game, and I think there's a lot to learn.
Of reigning world champions Australia, but today it is on the winning side. They have emerged thanks largely to the batting pyrotechnics of openers Smriti Mandhana And the aggressor, Shafali Verma, who strung a 90-plus opening stand, blunting that Bangladeshi attack that figured 4 bowlers, but save for that enterprising bowling performance from Fahima Khatun and Ritu Moni, the latter taking that superb worldie of a catch, a return one-handed take to dismiss Verma against the run of play. There hasn't been much to write home about as far as Bangladesh's bowling performance.
And Bangladesh 117 for 8 with Dilara Akhtar making 39. Nigar Sultana, the captain, always very consistent. 28 Nigar Sultana, Subhana Mustari 9. And then Shafali Verma and Sriti Mandana did the work for India, helping them through to 121. Being made in the 19th over, India won the match by 7 wickets.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download T Sports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit tsports.com.